Good morning and welcome to the 445 Productive Through Joy show with your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. This show airs each weekday morning, hella early AF, here at 4:45 a.m. on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel. Then at 4:45 p.m., whole new show, different topic, same great show, different topic at 4:45 p.m. on Facebook Live. Today we're talking about passion and productivity, a super important topic because passion will sustain you in the long run, which we'll get into in a matter of seconds. You can go to productivethroughjoy.com. We speak to groups, schools, and organizations about being productive, more productive through joy. We also, of course, offer live one-on-one coaching for individuals who are interested in upgrading their productivity game. All right, go to productivethroughjoy.com to see more about what we do. All right. So let's dive in. If you're new to the show, allow me to say a few words about myself. This is your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. I'm the author of the New York Times bestseller Raising Fences, which was a Today Show book of the month pick. That book's film rights were optioned by the actor Will Smith, whose people call my people Will Smith. And I eventually agreed to write the screenplay for that particular project. I'm also the author of the acclaimed historical novel Americus, which is out right now, thank God. What a journey that book has been in bookstores everywhere. Look for that on powerful Third World Press. Look for that again everywhere. That book is set 13 miles from Ferguson, where Michael Brown was murdered. The conflagration that ensued happened there as well. That book interrogates the intersection between race, family, and violence in America, and does so through the prism of an American family, a Black American family. Wherein one of the identical twins contracts vitiligo, a skin disease that the skin disease that makes people who you may have seen before lose their melanin, their pigmentation in spots or splotches. A really powerful book. Again, available now. You'll see me coming to a town near you. I'll be actually in Long Beach tonight. I'll post it on the website, but you can just Google it. So look for that. My educational background, I should probably say that I'm also the board president of the World Stage, a 501c3 nonprofit here in Los Angeles. It's a jazz and literature venue, really powerful. 7 days of programming, just a great organization. Go to theworldstage.org to learn more about that organization. My educational background is UC Berkeley as an undergraduate. My master's is from UCLA, and my PhD in English literature is from the University of California at Riverside. I am currently a professor of English literature at Loyola Marymount University here in Los Angeles. I'm an expert at being productive, all right? I don't say that to brag or boast, but people are oftentimes surprised at my level of productivity given how crazy my own personal narrative is. I am the product of a young girl who was raped at 16, gave birth to me at 17, and subsequently gave me up for adoption to a wonderful single divorcee. Yet at the time, no biological father, no adopted father. Listen, difficult times for the young MD. Yet, as Kool Moe Dee famously said, "How you like me now?" Right? And if I can be this productive and do so through joy, so can many of us who are watching the show. And frankly, in many ways, we love working with people who've known some difficulty because that just seems to be a way to balance out the karmic propensity of the planet, right? When folks like us who've been through difficulty, who've come from difficult situations that can have extraordinary success, it encourages people. It gives people, it levens the people, right? I mean, I know, I need inspiration, and I know when I'm going through whatever I'm going through, it's great to hear inspirational stories. And so just by doing ourselves, we can encourage other people. And that encouragement, that inspiration, I cannot overstate the import of that, right? The root word of inspiration is spire, or breath. We can breathe life into individuals, into our family, friends, and relations, especially our family, because they can see us the most. So I don't want to get too deep into that, but we like to work with people like that. Go to productivethroughjoy.com. Have me speak to your group, school, or organization. Thanks for being here. Again, today we're talking about, in a matter of moments, about passion and productivity. We like to also, in the morning show, touch on the ideal of framing your day before your day has a chance to frame you. Listen, many of us, including me, certainly, we wake up with trouble on our mind because we've gone to sleep with trouble on our mind, taking that trouble into our dream state, and then we actually wake up and then carry that trouble throughout our day if it's a serious situation, especially. And so, for many, many people, that defines our existence. We're just trying to get to the weekend so we can just like, whoo, medicate, right, in some way. That I know that's a very common way to live. It's ubiquitous. I am saying that life doesn't have to be that way. It's kind of a badge of honor for people to say, I'm grinding. And there's a good grind where you work hard and but there's another type of grind where you literally are grinding your teeth in your sleep. You're being ground down to a smooth nub. You don't want that. You don't want to lose your edge and your brilliance and your power and your passion and your swerving, switching lanes. Um, yeah, I mean, listen, and that can be life, and that should be life. I know there's also kind of an embrace of this idea that I'm bitter or I'm angry or I mean, we know that kind of snark is big because in many ways snark is an excuse for it's a safe place to land as an identity for folks who, for whatever reason, haven't found that creative way to be in the joy. And let me tell you, being in the joy takes a lot of work in the land in the era of Donald Trump, in the era of rising gentrification around the country and rising rents for many people being forced out of their homes after years. I mean, that can go on. But I am saying that when you're in the joy, you're more energized. When you're in the joy, you have a desire to help other people be in the joy and just to work collectively. So joy is a great technology. So anyway, I'm preaching a little bit today because that's just on my mind. I'm feeling good about it, and it's all good. So as a part of my morning, as a part of this ideal of framing your day before your day has a chance to frame you, we talk about this in the context of ritual. Ritual can be defined as essentially doing the same thing around the same time. So let me give you my brief morning ritual. In the mornings, I wake up at 3:30, which is hella early. Today it was like, woo! Every day is that way, to be honest. It's like definitely a good challenge, but it can be done. If I can do it, trust me, anyone can do it. Because I loves me some sleep. But that's what it is. I get up at 3:30. I read a couple spiritual business books. I do our show now at 4:45. At 5, I work on my current novel until sunrise. And at sunrise, I walk out to the beach. I live along the coast here in Venice Beach, California. I go bring my drum. I meditate. I pray. It's pretty special. I come back and work on my current book for a while longer. Then I go back to the beach to run up the coast all the way past Santa Monica's Pier, run all the way back to my gym, Gold's Gym here in Venice. So guys, by 10:30, I'm feeling like amazing. My body is being flooded with endorphins, and that endorphin release gives me a sense of euphoria that I can then leverage to move myself towards my goals and objectives. And so, and we're not saying do what I do. We're saying do what you do. We help individuals frame their own morning ritual. So today, I'm reading 3 books. I'm reading a book called, they're over here now, The Nag Hammadi Library, which is a compendium of Gnostic literature from the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd centuries, including like the early life of Jesus. I mean, whatever you believe about the historical Jesus, an inspirational, probably the most influential person who's ever lived, just in terms of, and good and bad in some ways, in terms of who he's influencing, but no choice about that, at least in my mind. That book's amazing. I'm reading a book called Owning the Moment, which is a book about doing just that, owning the moments of life. I'm also reading a book called Cash in the Flash, which is a book about combining spirituality with entrepreneurial work. Very, very powerful. So from those 3 books, I extract some wisdom, which I call the morning chant. Today's morning chant is, as a meditating natural mystic, my daily passion for justice, art, and abundance guarantees my success in the long run. I contemplate that throughout my day, place it on my phone, and also create the morning and afternoon shows based upon that reading. So today we're talking about passion. Let's dive in. Go to productivethroughjoy.com, see about us. Have me come out and speak to your group, school, organization. Let's go. Point 1 is that you want to cultivate passion. We're talking fast. We have 20 seconds. You want to cultivate passion. Point 2 is you want to sustain the passion by living it out. And point 3 is you want to do it every day. Boom. Those quick points are teasers. Come back this afternoon at 4:45 p.m. Until then, we'll Well, let's talk about it and be about it. Deuces.